After he touches the iron, I hear his screeching from the kitchen. I run to him. The heat of his hand faces me, a red palm like a warning. The six-eyed iron faces the both of us, glaring from his formica laminate island. I think at first he must have felt power, his hand a thief stealing away the hot sky. Did he desire to see how the world would react, to see how love would react, to see how pain exists? Now his palm is turning white, like pith peeled off skin, cocoon bruised. I slather his hand with lanolake's butter. I hold him rocking in an amber recliner. And this is how love works. It is a period placed in the middle of a sentence, a fragment. But his palm, now tender, can only want. And still, he extends his hand out, like waiting for the rain to come. The open book on a small entry table by the front door waits with the keenness of two children, hand in hand. I pick a soul carnation from Klimt's beech forest booking wall. Between the two solid bookends, it folds nature unto itself, near now. Conch nil, flattening and christening, undisturbed for years like a saint, its colors peeled from his skin like paint. The residue bleeds through pages 5 through 11. What of the sun now? Now that this carnation has been cut at the legs. If the body is a house, then this flower is a tower to marvel at, like a crucifix in a farm garden. The sun exudes into the room, eclipsing Leda-like tragedies. The shadow of the carnation is cast outwards, like fingers reaching from the book to touch the switch of memory. To Joyce, as mother, I recall the first time I made you cry, an adolescent who thought words were monotonous. I watched you become a willow, turning from the sun, protecting me from its rays and my own reflection on the lake. To Joyce, as mother, we are two pomade leaves hanging, silent, waiting for the sound of the wind to overcome us and take us to a place where the trees are all hollow, graved, strilling insides, where my silence heals you and yours destroys me. To Joyce, as mother, when you were pregnant with me, the doctor fed you pills until your stomach would no longer grow. He tried to control that mortal process you created, but you said no. There's a world within me and a door made of native rock. It is my door to open. To Joyce, as mother, depression is my birthright. So I clung onto you in death like a shadow. I was not allowed to release you. Dragged me along like a wheelless wagon on concrete, and we created tiny sparks. I held on until I caught fire, then let you go. The sea wants her. It chimes for her. It wants 2 women. I give it 1. She is a shapeless stone. She is a shadow underwater. She is never storm ready. Yet she is. I drag her out in white, bruised, and she's asleep from too much water. A terrible fish, a loss of sound, her unevenness, broken pink. I always wanted either 3 or 6 children. As a girl, I would draw 3 lines on the doll's face. 1 red, 2 black. She was made of paper from a 60s beauty magazine. Her torso is an upside-down triangle dress. The body can be broken into thirds. I know this now. One night, my father will come home late with a rifle in his hands, yelling, "I'm here." Everyone will laugh. Every corner of the ocean is the same. My brother came home with 2 black eyes today. My son in his 20s will later say he would kill him if he could. My father was the provider of fear at home. I will spend years darting history like my mother hiding money from him. My other brother Benny said he can't function without a drink. My son will later say the same. The doll's arm tears by accident. Even after I cut my hair for her, I want to be her. She is tunnel-like. I use her to move me. I move through her sometimes, like wind through a reed, like water through a wooden raft. Not to pivot her, but to crown me, and to lessen the look from everyone towards me. Tell me something new about how it hurts us. As a girl, I learned how a boy's hands could hurt. As a mother, too, gripping his arms and legs, I bathed him in the kitchen sink. Small legs so thin they could almost break. His little eyes following me like 2 stars to a black hole. Bathing him until his skin almost shimmers. He reflects on me like moonlit water. I could turn into someone else entirely. The mirror-like, double-sided devil. I could devour you. I would hold but never hug him. I hold him heavy against my breast as he drains me. The essence of male and female, this almost unspeakable, ails me. And whenever I gather up the nerve to love, I hold him so tight as to break him. To my older brother, I forgive you, not to unshackle you, but to relocate the power. The hour where my little girl gashes are barred shut and clamped. My wings have grown too fierce, unyielding. Now I am a siren, eclipsing 3 children, fluttering with the gleam of a diadem, Luna-like, loving each queer shadow I cast. I forgive you, only so that what you've sown doesn't scatter. Now you, gorging on mud, near the crest of the plume by my feet, and my gorgeous wings spread like the mouth of a carnivore. Frazzled matter, I feel less full. A mother, a small bird, chirping away, this needless nestle. On our first date, he said he loved me. Don't say that to me, I said. I would later tell him, don't touch my stomach. You might harm it. Pregnant with my first, even I kept from touching it when I could. Because family must be earned. Each child fell from me like a dress. I was a whole person, becoming less.